Hi there, welcome back. So this is Wayne's first proper adventure into using Aquacast. Aquacast is an eco-resin. It's water activated, very easy to use. He's going to use these two molds and you're going to see the full process with just one of them that he decides to decorate and how he decides to decorate it and so on. You might see the other one in maybe an upcoming project, future video, perhaps not. So this is the more cylinder shaped one. He does make both of them, so he makes the cast of both of these molds first, if that's the right terminology, I think. So he's using Aquacast, which is a product that is made by Elichem. It's a water activated eco-resin. It's great to use. Similar consistencies to resin-crete, jasminite, what are the other ones? Hydroflow, and I believe there's something called mix to mold possibly as well, and a local here in the UK, Hobbycraft as well, do their own version of this. So very much like mixing up plaster of Paris type thing. You mix it up following the manufacturer's instructions, you pour it into your mold, lots of tapping, lots of jiggle wiggle of the mold as it were, which is what you can see Wayne doing here. Now lots of sections of this video I'm afraid have been sped up. You've seen us do this before, you've seen me do it in videos before. You really don't need to sit and watch us doing this for 5-10 minutes. So here we go. So this is the first one that he's done. He's filled it to the height he's comfortable with, carefully raising the mold up, popping it down. This just encourages any little air bubbles or air pockets that have got trapped to come up to the surface and then diffuse. So he's then put that to one side to allow it to cure. Now this Aquacast takes an hour to an hour and a half to fully cure, which is great because then you got almost instant demold. It's brilliant stuff. And you can see exactly what your piece might look like. Now he then continued to fill up the other mold, the more rounded mold, and then what you can see him doing here now is again something you've seen us do before. He's used hydroflow spray sealer, sorry, can't get my words out today, and he sprayed some of it directly onto this cured piece here. So this is what the Aquacast looks like cured. No white pigment was added to this either. And then he's just using a cloth there just to wipe off the excess and to spread it around the mold. So here's the more rounded shaped one. So he's doing exactly the same thing with that microfiber cloth. Still got quite a bit on the cloth there. Now they do recommend 2 to 3 coats depending on what you're going to use it for. Now we've jumped ahead in time. That is a cup turner, that machine, and Wayne has put the more rounded shaped oil burner onto it. Now obviously you need to fix it, you need to make sure that it's not wobbly, it's as straight and in line as you can get it. Now there are a few little stain marks on there. Now Wayne did try something first with some coloured UV resin and it didn't work, so he just decided, right, I'm going to remove that. Came off quite easily. And then what he's done is he's used, now this is a new brand of resin for us, it's called Apex resin. It's fast cure, like 1 to 2 hours. It was amazing. And all he's done is mixed up a very small amount and he is just rubbing it with his gloved hand. Please don't use bare skin with resin. Gloved hands, and he's just pouring it all over the surface of the Aquacast pot. There you are, just making sure you've got as even a coverage as possible. Don't go too mad with the amount that you put on. The cup turner that you can see there that this bowl or this pot is on, or the Aquacast pot is on, it turns nice and slowly and it just keeps the resin moving. Now Wayne decided at this point he could not get a smooth enough coverage using his hands, so what you can see flicker around in the bottom there is a heat tool. So he's using a heat tool just to manipulate the resin, warm it up a little bit and move it over the surface of the Aquacast pot. And that is literally all he did for this particular step. Now, you've seen, and you can see there, we've got some deeply pigmented ink. And all he's doing is he's just He's given them all a good shake. Pinprick in the top as a hole, and he's just dropping them on to this pot, this lovely Aquacast pot. Can you see they're moving? Now they don't spread out a lot, but because the motion of the cup turner is turning that pot round and round, it's encouraging that pigment colour to move in amongst the resin. Now you do need to be quick with this, because obviously it's a fast cure resin, and it won't necessarily give the effect that you want it to give. Now he's just going in again with a heat tool here, just encouraging it to move about a bit as best as he can. Looks rather pretty actually, very, very summery. Actually would look lovely as an Easter present. I know Easter's been and gone, but Easter colours. Now going in with the pink, so we've got yellow and red, now going in with a bit of pink. Bear in mind the colours that you use when they mix together, like obviously yellow and red is going to make orange, pink and red is going to make a slightly lighter pink. Now going in with, I think that's a bit of purple or mauve. Although when it's gone on to the resin there, it now looks more blue. Now be careful, because blue and red will make purple. That's fine if that's what you want, but what you don't want to end up with is a brown sludgy colours. Now poor Wayne at this point, look at the colour mixing, looks gorgeous. Remember going in again every now and then with a heat tool, and then he's just repeating it a bit more with some of these pigment inks. The only thing is with hindsight, and a lot of this is with hindsight, never done this particular process before, ever, and a bit too much pigment ink was added. And what happened is the resin cured, and the pigment of these inks, the pigment inks, didn't set completely within the resin. So you got residue on the top, and all Wayne did is he just patted it dry. Now the resin was completely dry. He then patted off the excess pigment ink just with a bit of kitchen towel, and you'll see what I mean, because at the moment this looks really vibrant. Do you see what I mean about as well, the mixing of colours going on there? Unfortunately you've got a bit of sludgy colours. Poor Wayne. A few little bits of sludgy colours going on there, although they look particularly vibrant. I do rather like this, although you'll see from the thumbnail that the resulting piece, and is a lot paler, and that is purely because a lot of the pigment ink here just stayed on the surface. It didn't dry out, it didn't cure in the resin. So with hindsight, less is more. Definitely less is more. So he's going in again here with the heat tool, just trying to manipulate those colours around in the resin as much as he possibly could. But this was really effective, and I know he was quite impressed, I think, with himself, considering this was his first real adventure into Aquacast. I know if you follow us regularly, you'll have seen he made a little turtle with little succulent flowers on it. You know, that was with the leftover Aquacast from here. So can you see this? This is the cured pot, all dried out. He did have to dab off the excess colour, which is why now this looks a lot paler. A lot paler. Now decided it needed a bit of blinging up, so he's using the gold pen from Deco Colour. Love these pens. I haven't said it already, everything that we've used in the way of materials in this video project today will be linked in the description box. Unfortunately we don't have any discount codes for you with this. We've only got one for BB Craft, and that expires in June. So if you like ordering from BB Craft, take a note of our code. I think it gets you I think it's 10% off. So if you pop our code in when you go to checkout, you should get another 10% off your order. So as you can see here, Wayne's just using these pens. If you've seen us use these lots and lots of times before, if you haven't and it's your first visit to our channel today, hi, welcome, hope you're enjoying this. We upload videos usually 3 times a week, on a Wednesday, Friday and a Saturday, although currently we've dropped down to 2 videos a week because we've got a lot of home renovation decoration going on and we need to catch up a bit with that. Who knows, if we make some things for in the way of furniture or mirrors or decorations, we might actually film it and then you can see how we go, particularly if we use resin or eco-resin or try and do a bit of upcycling. Now Wayne decided that it needed just a bit more, a little something extra, so he's using the thinner nibbed deco pen, golden deco pen, and he's just outlining some of where you've got the sections of colour, the patches of colour. But I think it looks absolutely beautiful. As I said, I did like the deeper, vibrant colours, but I do also love these more subtle colours. Look absolutely gorgeous. So we went all the way around, and then there were a few places where he decided he was actually going to have a go at applying the colour from the pen, which he just dabbed on a bit of paper there at the side, with a very, very fine tipped paintbrush, just to see, you know, was it any easier using the brush or was it better to use the pen? You know, if it wasn't going down fine enough with the pen, then to use the brush. Obviously, don't drop it like you just did then. Oh, by the way, something else I should say about our videos is that not only do we normally upload 2 or 3 times a week, I've said the days of the week, it's at 5 p.m. UK time, and we'll show you the good with the not so good, and then we'll talk about whether or not we thought it went right, whether we were pleased with it. We invite you always to comment. Constructive criticism only, please. We don't like people being negative or personal. No need for negative or personal comments. So if you haven't liked, shared and subscribed, why don't you like, share and subscribe? Give us a thumbs up. That really helps us with the old YouTube algorithm. It's free to subscribe to our channel as well. And we have promised that this year we are going to try and do some new techniques, use some brand new molds, perhaps step completely out of our comfort zone, which is, to be honest, what Wayne has done today. We've got a big collaboration coming up in June, which is being organised by Claire from Claire's Crafty Corner. Thanks ever so much, Claire. So looking forward to that. We have, so spoiler alert, definitely look out for us doing that, because that promises, if it works, it promises to be a big project. Fingers crossed we can pull it off. So once the gold pen had all completely dried, Wayne popped it back onto the cup turner, made up some more Apex resin, and again, as I said, this is fast cure, 1 to 2 hours max, and it's touch dry. Made up a small amount and he's just pouring it over, and it's giving it that gloss glaze, sort of mirror, almost mirror-like finish. And I don't know about you, but I think that when you put resin, clear resin, over things like this, it just brings it back alive. It brings all the colours back to life. And if you've ever put clear resin over maybe an acrylic painting, if you've done that, I mean, we sometimes do acrylic pour painting. I love doing that, actually. I haven't done any of that for a while. To finish it off, once it's all completely dried and cured, and we've sealed it, then to coat it with a layer of resin looks absolutely fantastic. So here we go, it's completely dried. Removing it from the cup turner. Yeah. Now, I'm not sure why Wayne didn't do this. He coated that foam-shaped sort of football, rugby ball, oval-shaped foam ball. That comes with the cup turner. As I said, we'll link the cup turner in the description box. And I'm not sure why he coated it in cling film. And I don't know why he didn't coat this piece of paper or card in cling film as well, because unfortunately it means that when he's pushed that card out, it's also loosened the resin over the gold on the edges, which is disappointing. So again, with hindsight, we will cover all of that with cling film and not forget, because as you can see there, all it's done now is it's just taken off chunks of the gold paint that's sort of like lining that U-shaped opening, and it's taken off chunks of the gold paint, which is a shame. So he did try sanding it down, and as you can see as well, I'm not quite sure, but we seem to have some gold bleed around the edges on the inside of the pot as well. But look at that, I mean, that's beautiful. I do love the clear gloss finish to it. It's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. So a few things to remember with hindsight now. Wayne does just go back in and repaint in using that lovely chrome pen, which is actually gold, the gold mirror pen, and there we go. It just makes it dry, and here we have it. So there it is with its little silver dish in the top. It's a metal dish. You would put your lit tea light in the base. You put the aromatherapy oils, if that's what you're going to heat up and burn, you know, to diffuse into the atmosphere, or you put in a wax melts. Are lovely, work very, very well in these as well. And yeah, you just light your tea light and away you go. But look at that, we're just showing you there in its entirety. How beautiful does this look? Absolutely stunning. I think this in a vase, wow, absolutely beautiful, beautiful in a vase. Definitely have to do it. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to give us a like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you again in a few days' time. Take care. Bye-bye.